It's a new week, and that means that we have a goal of 9 hours of spinning. Okay, editing me. Fast forward to the end of the week. I'm just looking at this and what I'm saying, and I realized that I made a humongous mistake. The goal is not 9 hours, but 7 hours. I basically still have 2 full weeks left, which makes sense. Like, I was reading the excerpts that I'm taking from the book, and I'm still on the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring book. And then I was wondering, wait, how did I end up at the end? Well, yeah, because I totally skipped a week. So don't mind me. The goal for this week is 7 hours, and we still have 2 full weeks ahead of us. That's quite a lot. But I am positive because it is Monday and I'm starting early in the day. So we'll get things done. But you cannot have a spinning challenge without using some spindles. And lucky for me, I already spun the main bulk of my fiber. The only thing I have left is this mohair, which is 100 grams. I have never spun mohair before, so I'm curious. I'm a little anxious about it just because I don't want to mess it up. But luckily, I think my approach to using the spindles is correct here now, because if I use my wheel, it's just gonna spin really fast, and once it's spun, and that was that. And it's only 100 grams. So yeah, these are my spindles. I learned how to spin with this one. They're self-made. They are self-made. When I got it into my head that I wanted to learn how to spin, I went online and was looking to buy like a spindle, and I thought, okay, there is no way I'm using that amount of money to like buy a simple piece of wood. That was what I thought back then. So I went to the hobby shop and like used, I don't know, almost nothing to just buy some extra pieces of wood. And I already had a hook from before, so then I just assembled this. And this has spun quite a lot, and nice yarn too, mind you. So, but this was very light, and I also used this to ply some of my stuff from my antique wheel. But then I realized that, first of all, this is way too small and too light. So then I went all crazy about it and then made this one. There's still some left over there. I made this, and luckily I had some spare wood, and I have tools to make this sort of shape. So then I made that, and then I also made this one, which is a lot heavier. But this one's nice for plying. So I've used this copiously, actually. So I think I will use either this or this light one. We'll see. I have never spun mohair, and I don't even know what to expect. Let's have a closer look. Here we go. Didn't look like that much in the box, but now that I open it, it seems like quite a lot. Oh yeah. Oh, it's heavy. It's so shiny. It's been over a year since I've spun anything on these spindles. So I'm a little bit nervous. But let's do a test. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, I think I need to do this folded. Hmm. You know what? I almost want to do this with the spinning wheel. But it's gonna go way too fast and I'm gonna mess it up. Okay. You know what? After trying it with that spindle, I did not like it. I did this much, it's fine, but now that I have a little bit more experience, I can tell that spindle isn't well balanced. And I was having a good time. So let's try it with this. That's not gonna work out either. Interesting. I think I'll transfer this to this other spindle, the largest one, and then see. See if that works better. That spindle was way too light. It was a lot better than the other one, but it was way too light. Way too light. This, I can hold a longer spin with this, and it's a lot more balanced. And I can actually use some time to figure out how I'm gonna, if I'm gonna do it like this or if I'm gonna fold it. Yeah, I think we'll stick to this one. Interesting. This was my last choice. This was my last choice. Just holding this mohair in my hand is making my hand really warm. I'm starting to sweat. Anyway, I think there might be a better way of doing this, but we're learning here, everyone. Try not to drop things. I have been at it for an hour and a half now, and this is all I have. It's almost nothing. I started to get more, like a little bit better towards the end now. I started to spin it from the fold with like this, with fewer strands, and it goes a lot slower, but the consistency is much better. So that's so far what I've got. I was a little bit skeptical about the amount, like, is this gonna last me for 9 hours? Oh yes, like 1.5 hours of work right here. I think I'll leave it at that for today. It is Monday and it's a work week, so I need to do other stuff today. And yeah. So, yesterday, I finally got my final evaluation for my thesis. I have been waiting a while for that, and I'm happy to say that I got a 5 out of 5. I am relieved. I am relieved. I used quite a lot of time and effort, and it's not easy to continue further education while you're having a full-time job. So that was a very important milestone for me. I'm very proud of myself. I mean, it was not easy. It took a lot of determination and a lot of my free time, but I had a great time. And I'm actually a little sad that that part of my life or that journey has ended. Mind you, I finished my bachelor's many years ago, over a decade ago. So, me taking a master's this late in the season was a really nice experience because I had different motivations and different goals and attitudes about both studying and networking. So it was great. It was great, but time intensive for sure. So I'm done with that for now because, one can never stop learning. And well, we'll see. Maybe next year I'll take some course in something, but I'm not in a hurry. I like reading. I like learning new things. It doesn't have to be like necessarily something for my career. It could be anything like something art related, something completely irrelevant to what I do for a living. I just find that there's lots of interesting things out there. In any case, I just thought of sharing that because, well, I guess studying for me these past years has become like it's become like a hobby, actually. You do it because it interests you, not because you have to, I guess. Although continuing on your further education in this day and age is important. That was about half hour of spinning, and I barely made a dent. It's actually the same day still, but it's 10 p.m. I managed to take a 2 hour nap this evening, and that's basically where my day went. No regrets, no regrets at all. I feel refreshed, but now I gotta get going and do some stuff. Um, so let's do some spinning. Technically, I should try to spin for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half today. Maybe I'll manage for 1 hour if I end up watching like a show or something. I also want to show you my bag of onions. I have been collecting the peels since the summer, and I'm surprised to say that it's basically already full again. I think I'll be dyeing sometime in December again. I do have some copper solution that I can use to make green instead of yellow, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But it's not on my priority list at the moment since I want to make a white cable sweater from all of the yarn I've recently spun. But this is your daily reminder that you should just save your onion peels. You never know when you might need them. So this sweater that I'm wearing today, it's a classical Norwegian design. We call it the Marius Genser, so like a Marius sweater, I guess. And it was a gift. I didn't knit this myself. It was a gift from a friend many, many years ago. And I would say it's one of my favorite designs. And actually, I think this might be my favorite sweater as well that I own. In exactly these colors. You can knit multiple variations of this sweater, like completely white and red motif. Oh, there are so many variants out there. There are like you can find all sorts of things there, but this is more of a classical design. This sweater that I'm wearing, I think actually, now maybe I should have shown you before I started spinning. Here we go. Back in the day, I bought this pamphlet with a bunch of patterns featuring this specific design. And you get multiple variations of it. For example, like that and like that. They're very classic, beautiful designs. I'm very happy that I bought this pamphlet because I think it was pre-COVID when you could actually get pamphlets of the whole like theme or release, but now they only sell individual patterns, and then again you have to buy like at least 5 skeins of yarn to even get the pattern. And when I bought this, I had bought some yarn to make a sweater, but I didn't need to buy 5 skeins per pattern. You know, I was able to buy the whole book. So I've had a change of heart. Now I have been spinning on the spindle, but I can tell that it's rather inconsistent, especially when I'm taking breaks and I have to start it up again. I mean, it's not bad, it's not, but I'm looking for a bit more consistent results. And now that I know how mohair spins, I thought I would give it a go with the wheel. And this is what it looks like. It's a lot better. It is. It took me a while to get it started, and I would say mohair is a hard spin, but then again, I'm not an expert, but it's coming along. It's coming along. I'm pretty happy, and you can tell like it's much better from the wheel. But again, spinning with a spindle, it's a nice way to learn about the fiber and get really close to it before moving on to a wheel. I mean, it goes a lot faster. I still have to go slow, but that's quite a lot actually. I mean, this is 1 hour of spinning, and then This is what the half hour I did earlier today and then 1.5 hours yesterday. So this is 2 hours of spinning versus the 1 hour. It's the next day and there is obviously no time to waste here. I've so far spun for 2.5 hours. So if I manage to do half hour or an hour today, I'll be happy with that. Let's get to it. I have been spinning for an hour and I think I have about half of the fiber left. So I think I will switch over to a new bobbin. That way applying will go a lot easier tomorrow. And as you can tell, the consistency is quite nice. I am very pleased with myself right now. Well, the situation escalated. I started to watch The Matrix and all of a sudden I've actually spun for 2.5 hours. And this is all I have left. Let me show you what's on the bobbins. That's what's on the wheel, and then this here is the other one. This is some leftover from earlier. Icelandic wool, I believe, yes. But anyway, I'm gonna let this rest overnight. Somebody said that might help. But it's nearing midnight and it's midweek, so I should just give it a rest for today, although I feel like I got my second wind again. I have to admit that I have ran into a happy problem. This is basically the only fiber I have left. And the plying is not going to take 3 hours. I've spun 6 hours this whole week and the goal is 9. Let's figure this out tomorrow or when it becomes an issue. I guess I didn't plan this through. Today is a very exciting day because today we are plying. I have just the tiniest bit of fiber left, which will take me a few minutes to spin up, but then we get to the fun part. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, I don't know how long that's going to take, and well, I have to figure out what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the challenge because technically I don't have any more fiber left. I just finished plying and that was exactly an hour and a half. That looks very beautiful. It's a shame the lighting is pretty bad here now, but it has a very beautiful sheen to it. It's Sunday afternoon and I haven't done anything since, when was it? The Thursday. The plied yarn is still in my wheel, so I thought I would make that into a skein today. And then I also thought I would talk a little bit about what's gonna happen next week, which is actually the last week of Spin to Mordor. I have to say I've learned quite a lot from these past 2 weeks. First, I learned that I like short staple fiber a lot more than long staple one. I enjoy spinning that a little bit much better, and I think it looks nicer. So I learned that, and I also learned how to spin mohair. Now, I did start with the spindle, and okay, it's not too bad. It's not, but since I had so little of it and I wanted to do something nice with it, then I just moved over to my wheel, and I feel like I got a lot more consistent results there, and it really taught me to go a lot slower. Like this wheel is a beast. It wants to go fast, but sometimes you just gotta take it slow. Let's show you here. I have a bit of a happy challenge next week. I don't think I mentioned it, but I am graduating next week, which means that there will be festivities and events during the evening, which means that I can't be spinning all day, and I won't have time for it at all. Well, this came out really nice. It's a little tense though. Maybe it needs... Well, I still need to wash this so it'll loosen up. Oh, I forgot to tie it up. Oh no. Okay. Well, here we go. Very nice and shiny. On Thursday, I mentioned that I had finished spinning all of my fiber, and that's true. But I got a very happy surprise, an early graduation gift from my spouse. I was very much thankful and surprised to receive this. Let me show you. Very luxurious. This is a kilo of mulberry silk. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. I think I should really find a pattern before I even start to begin this. I would rather not blend it, but I may have to. But for sure, I need to make a plan. It is a very happy surprise and actually well timed, because I had nothing else to spin, and well, here we are. So yeah, I'm happily surprised. It is quite a lot, and I feel very luxurious and very grateful for this. So I have to go online and look for some patterns and see what inspires me. I'm immediately thinking of a shawl, but I've never knit lace. But I can always learn, and this is a good time to start. Yeah, that's what's coming up in the next week. Sam turned and bolted back down the path. He fell and cut his knees. Up he got and ran on.
He came to the edge of the lawn of Parthgalen by the shore, where the boats were drawn up out of the water. No one was there. There seemed to be cries in the woods behind, but he did not heed them. He stood gazing for a moment, stock still, gaping. A boat was sliding down the bank all by itself. With a shout Sam raced across the grass. The boat slipped into the water. "Coming, Mr. Frodo! Coming!" called Sam as he flung himself from the bank, clutching at the departed boat. An exclamation of dismay came from the empty boat. A paddle swirled and the boat put about. Frodo was just in time to grasp Sam by the hair as he came up, bubbling and struggling, fear staring in his round brown eyes. "Of all the confounded nuisances, you are the worst, Sam," he said. "So my plan is spoiled," said Frodo. "It's no good trying to escape you, but I'm glad, Sam. I cannot tell you how glad. Come along. It's plain that we were meant to go together. We will go, and may the others find a safe road. Strider will look after them, and I don't suppose we shall see them again." "Yet we may, Mr. Frodo, we may," said Sam.